When I saw It's Kind of a Funny Story, the guy who sat right in front of me, like every once in a while, I accidentally kicked his seat and he was staring at me. And like, I stared at him back, and like in my mind, I was thinking this. What the fuck are you staring at? What's up guys, this is Ryan here, and I'm going to give my review of It's Kind of a Funny Story. So the movie is pretty much about a kid named Craig who's 16 years old. He's very depressed and he wants to do suicide. So he enrolls in a kind of mental hospital, and he does it for 5 days. Throughout the 5 days he learns of like friendship, and like it's just pretty much about him being in the hospital and trying to get healed, and like being like not being as depressed and as suicidal, and just learning the way of life. And here is my opinion of the movie. This is a very good movie. Wait a minute. It's actually great. Here are the good things about this movie. First of all, the acting is fantastic. The 16-year-old boy, he's really good. He reminds me of like Jay Baruchel, like Michael Cera, Justin Long, like those nerdy kids, but he played this role very well. He had a very good character in this movie. He's very fantastic. Zach Galifianakis, I can't pronounce his name, but he's Alan from The Hangover. But he was very fantastic too. This is his best performance of his career. He has a very role that has like a very drama, and he has a kind of like character that has also comedy. So his performance was very excellent. All the actors were fantastic too. Emma Roberts was great. All the actors were fantastic, and the supporting cast of all the the mental people, they were fantastic too. The story is good in this movie because it involves them being in a mental hospital and them learning about the ways of life. There's maybe one message in this movie that's pretty good, and just the way that they construct this movie is just fantastic. It's just a very sweet movie, with all the characters loving each other. It's just the way, it's a very sweet movie. It's just, yeah, I can't really explain it that much, but it's a sweet movie. From the beginning to the end, the jokes are very good. Every single joke, it works well. The jokes are extremely well written. It's very mature. It's one of those comedies that you have to think of the jokes. This movie is so freaking original. It's very fresh. It's nothing you've ever seen before. It's very unique. Since the story is very good, since it's a very funny movie, and it's very good. It is entertaining. All the stuff that happens in this movie, all the actors in this movie, they just make the movie as a whole is so entertaining. Something that I really appreciate about this movie is that the movie is never rushed. Some movies, like when you watch it, sometimes there are some scenes that you felt that should have been more explained, and there's some scenes that are just way too long, it's too dragged. But it's kind of a funny story. Each scene, they take their time of scenes that are really important, and it kind of really makes the movie really good. Here are my problems with this movie. Sometimes, and it's kind of a funny story, some scenes are paced well, but some scenes aren't paced at all. Some scenes were essential to have a narration, but in some scenes, and it's kind of a funny story, the narration doesn't really work at all. I would have liked the movie a little more if they had no narration scenes, because it's just the narration in this movie is sometimes kind of really meh for me. That's just my opinion. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I hope you guys check it out. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. This is a great movie. Just go check this movie out. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and that was my review of It's Kind of a Funny Story. Bye.